At the beginning of the battle, the Russian forces controlled the entire field of battle. As the fighting progressed, the Americans gained territory. This allowed them to launch attacks to multiple targets. The Russian forces, having been spread too thin, easily fell after the whirlwind of expansion. Only 2 outposts remained. New recruits stationed at Outpost Alpha were equipped with long-range rifles and had limited explosive capabilities. Veteran soldiers were sent to Delta so that they could take back the city.
Oh, I don't get any kill assists for that.
The only existing footage from this battle was captured by the soldier nicknamed Killjoy. There are aerial reconnaissance photos, but these reveal little of the battle. Killjoy was one of the new recruits stationed at Alpha.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Shit.
When command gave the order to launch an attack on Bravo, command also withdrew the medics from combat, as the enemy had started to kill them.
Should work out for you, good luck. See ya.
This, coupled with the inexperience of the soldiers, would prove disastrous for the unit, leading to many casualties and few results. The first few attacks were easily repelled. The American documentation of this battle is still sealed and unavailable to the public. Wasteful and ill-conceived counterattacks further drained available Russian forces. Bravo was finally captured. An American counterattack resulted in the loss of control of Bravo. The Russian forces mounted several more counterattacks. Making the soldiers' job even more difficult was the fact that Outpost was heavily fortified with strategic defenses and armored vehicles. For the snipers, there was an added challenge of counter-snipers. As Bravo was finally secured for the last time, the Americans resorted to the use of mortars. These proved ineffective. It is thought that they employed this measure because of a lack of troops, and it was thought to be the last resort. Subsequent counterattacks by the Americans to retake Bravo failed. These resulted in 0 loss and 0 gain of territory. These attacks were performed by a few soldiers, and it is unknown why such a few number of troops were devoted to this. During these attacks, the Americans suffered a major loss. This was the loss of a F-35 jet and a Viper attack helicopter. Historians believe this to be the Americans' last hope of retaking Bravo before the Russians started to advance. It is unclear what caused this fatal crash, even today. As the Russians expanded, they faced less and less opposition. The Russians, having controlled the map the longest, had many more reinforcements than the Americans, further aiding the Russian advance. To make matters worse for the Americans, the Russians had allowed the medics back into the battle. While the Americans had been purged from the beach, their landmines were still felt. Once the beach had been secured, orders were given to reinforce an outpost in the city. These were the last moments of the battle. For the Flex Network, this is Kilby Joy, signing off.